Okay, so I had to get a new frame for my cr125. I guess I didn't really have to, but I really wanted one, so I got one. So yeah, here's the new frame. It's actually an 03, and my bike's an 02. So, I guess I'm calling it an upgrade? I don't know. But anyways, I didn't like break my frame or anything. The only reason I got this frame is because that frame doesn't have a title. So I can't get it registered like just to ride in Forest Service land, so I got stopped by the Forest Service. I'm gonna get a ticket. I'm gonna get all this stuff, and for a bunch of really complicated reasons and weird stuff, I can't get a title for that bike because I thought, well, I got a bill of sale. I can get a title. It's not that easy, and it's like a bunch of weird stuff I don't even want to get into. But this one does have a title, so that's the whole reason I bought this frame. So it has a title. I'm gonna clean it up first. It's kind of crusty. I got some goodies here. These are Warp 9 foot peg bolts, titanium. Pretty sweet looking. No real performance upgrade. You know, it's not like weight savings or extra strength. They just look cool. Foot pegs are actually a good upgrade because I broke my last one. These IMS Core MX foot pegs are pretty sick. They look cool. They feel good. I tested them out already. Gotta clean this up first. Then figure out how I'm gonna swap all this over.
Tree time.
Alright, so I'm getting ready to clean this big main part of the frame. But before I do that, I think I'm going to take the little frame badge off. Because this is an 03 frame, obviously. My bike's an 02. And so I was thinking like, do I just start calling my bike an 03 now? But I'm just going to stick with 02 because that's what I know it as. And everybody that knows it as, pretty much. So I took the frame badge off and just Scotch-Brighted it. It came out looking pretty nice. You can't even really tell where it was. So I'm pretty happy with that. Okay, I got the frame strapped down to this stand. And then I got the bike there. So I think I'm going to start off just taking off all the plastics, take off the subframe, and then try to take the rear end and put it on there. Okay, so I got the swing arm mounted on there, the linkage mounted to the frame, and then we're gonna go ahead and stick the shock on there. But I forgot my GoPro, my Hero 11, so we gotta bust out old reliable Hero 2. So I can't film on my phone and can't film with my 11, so we're rocking the 2 today. The quality might not be as good as some of the other clips, but hopefully it's okay. So it's a bummer, but at least I got this. So yep. So the old battery in this GoPro lasted a good 20 minutes and it just died. It was at 100%, so I guess that's why I have an 11, but I just need to remember it. Anywho, I'm about to take this upper triple clamp off, then try to prop up this frame, and then slide that out, then just put it on that one, put the triple clamp on and nut, then the bolts on the sides, and maybe get the bars back on. So yeah, got the forks on there, got the bars on, threw the clutch lever back on, not hooked up obviously, throttle's not hooked up either, kill switch still on there but not hooked up. Front brake is though, got front brake, so we're off to a good start. Alright, so we found a difference between the frames. Over there is my 02, and for the coil, there's that bottom one, right there, and then the top one right there, a little circle. And then here, on the 03, the bottom one's in the same place, but this one's right here, where on the 02, it's up there. So, the coil changed from 02 to 03, so the 03 is like that big and the 02 is like that big. So we might have to get a coil for this, but I'm gonna have to do some research to make sure they work. So that's the only difference I've seen so far. Alright, new coil finally came in. I didn't realize this, but on my 02 coil, there's just a wire coming out that just goes and plugs in and goes to the CDI. This one has like a little plug, so I'm not sure if we can just like cut that wire and put a plug on there, call it good. That's probably what we're gonna do, but everything else is like the same, except this one fits this frame. Alright, so that actually took a lot longer than expected to make this wire, because I didn't want to go hacking on this, because this coil is perfectly fine. We have like a 70s Kawasaki KE 100 motor. It's like an old Enduro 2-stroke motor, but it just had a bunch of wires on it, so we cut a wire off like that long, because this is where that connection is, and then stacked up a bunch of heat shrink in there to make it seal, then had that same Harbor Freight connector, and then soldered that to the wire off the Kawasaki, and then put a whole bunch of heat shrink all over it, and it is clean. Alright, so frame swap is complete. Took a while just waiting on like that coil. That thing came from Canada, so it was a long distance for that travel, so that's expected. But my bike is an 03 kinda now. I'm still calling it 02. If you enjoyed, leave a like, and yeah, I'll see you next time.